today we did the front page of the review. Oh goodness, this is the wrong review. Sorry, just realized that right now. Let me grab a review real quick. Alright, so today we just did the front side of the review. We're going to start with doing the division. If you'll notice, it's missing an x squared. So we're going to put a 3, a 0 for the x squared, 5, and a negative 6. We are going to divide by a positive 2 because you always do the opposite of what's in the parentheses. Bring down the 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 and 0 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 and 5 is 17. 2 times 17 is 34. 34 minus 6 is 28. That is our remainder. Alright, number 2, possible zeros. First of all, this needs to be written in the correct format, so make that a negative x to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 6. You take the factors of the 6, so it's 1 times 6, 2 times 3, and you put positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, positive negative 6. You take the factors of the first term, and that goes in the denominator. That's a 1, so positive negative 1. You do the division, and it's 1, 2, 3, 6. Number 4. A, right here, I'm going to erase it, put a 24. B, I'm going to erase, put a 10. And hypotenuse is 26. So the trig ratios are sine, which is O over H. And if this is our angle, this is the O, this is the H. Cosine, which is A over H. And tan, which is O over A. This is our A. So sine would be 24 over 26. You should reduce this. You get 12/13. Cosine would be 10 over 26. Reduce that, that would be 5/13. And tan would be 24 over 10, which we reduce to 12/5. Make sure you check those on the test. Make sure you check each one so that there's no tricks. Alright, number 4. What family of polynomials does this graph represent? Well, this has 1, 2, 3 roots, zeros, solutions, vectors, or x-intercepts. And so this would be an x cube or a cubic. And this one has 1, 2, and a bounce, which counts as 2. The bounce counts as 2. So this would be x to the 4th, which is a quartic. Number 5. Find the angle in the right triangle below. The angle's right here, so that's our A and that's our O. That means we're going to use tangent. Oh, that is a cube. Of 5 over 6. Because we don't have the angle, we're going to use our blue button. So in the calculator, blue tan 5 divided by 6 gives me 39.8 or 40 degrees. So Q equals 40 degrees. I think it's a Q. Anyway, hard to tell. Moving on. Let's go to number 6. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is when x is 0. So plug in the 0. You know by now, just put a 2 in cubic, put a negative 4, and then don't forget that negative in front. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. And 8 times 4 is 32, and negative times negative is a positive 32. And behavior. Now, first count the parentheses. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parentheses, which means this is going to be an x to the 4th. However, there is a negative in front, so it means it's going to open down. So over here, as x approaches negative infinity, f of x is negative, And over here, as x approaches positive infinity, f of x is again negative. Number 8, what function does the graph represent? It crosses here at 1, it crosses at -1, and it bounces at -3, so there's 2 of them. The a is -1, so y equals -1, x plus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1, sorry, x plus 1 here and x minus 1 here. If you would like, you could put y equals negative x plus 3 squared, x plus 1, x minus 1. Either answer, one or there, is correct. Just make sure it matches to what she has on the test. Number 9, you're going to plug into your calculator. Make sure you're plugging in a -1. So you have a -1 cubed plus a -1 squared minus 2 times a -1. So this will be positive, that'll be positive, that'll be a +2, so you get a +4. Again, you can put this on the calculator, you still get 4. Synthetic division. This one has all the pieces, so we have 1, 2, -5, and 2. We're dividing by a +1. Bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 and 1 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3, that gives you -2. 1 times -2 is -2, and that gives you 0. No remainder means we're ready to start with the answer. The constant is a -2. The 3 is going to be a +3x, and the 1 in the front is going to be a +x squared. Last one here at the bottom, what are the 0 roots? All you have to do is write them as you see them. So there's a -2 here twice, because it bounces. There's also a -1, and there's a +1. Those are the 4. -2, -2, -1, and 1. You don't have to change sign. It doesn't go into parentheses. It's exactly as it is. We'll finish the back on Monday. That is the front of the review.